The longest arc in the history of One Piece, Wano Country, is finally coming to a close. Yes! Mr. Land, Sea, and Air, Kaido, allegedly the strongest, because the monkey, massive Nika D, Luffy, has defeated Kaido. He has claimed victory. And now, Blue Scarf's boy has run off Onigashima to inform the higher-ups. Apu knows the deal. He has very good scoops, and he's going to tell Big News Morgans for a fat payday, no doubt about that, what these scoops are. So the time is nigh. Whether at the end of this arc, or next arc, we are going to get the new bounties, and it's going to be a crazy double-page spread. Whoa! Wait a minute, the Straw Hat numbers are this high? Correcto mundo. And I'd argue there's actually a few ways of perceiving just how high their bounties can go that you yourself probably haven't figured out, honest to God. But before I get started with the goodness, a brief word from today's sponsor.
Lovely.
This video is brought to you guys and gals by none other than the Surfshark VPN. Consistently and repeatedly, over and over and over and over and over again, Surfshark VPN has been an outstanding VPN service for much cheaper than the rest of the competition out there, without a doubt, and it has very damn good features. Like, for example, the clean web feature that removes any phishing attempts, any malware, any malice that can come your way on the web. It can sweep and remove and protect your online privacy security no matter where you are in the world, considering how this service has servers that are located all over the world. Whether you have Android, whether you have iOS, whether you have Linux, whether you're using an Apple, whether you use a Mac, it doesn't matter what you have. Surfshark VPN has your back, even when you're going into the most dark and decrepit places of the internet. Furthermore, if you don't know, I myself do have region-gated content. It is what it is. But if folks want to get access to my own region-gated content, or even other region-gated content, whether it's on Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, whatever, you can easily use Surfshark VPN to gain access to that. Simply put in the region that you want to be located in, and then boom, just like that, you get access to that said region-gated content. So go in the description box down below. Use code KOL, that is KOL, to get 83% off and 3 months free off of your purchase of Surfshark VPN. And on top of this too, for only 1 month only, up until July 4th, a great day, Surfshark VPN is offering a package deal with its antivirus service if you purchase its 2-year plan. Once again, check all that out, link in the box below, and without a doubt, make sure to use code KOL. Thank you, Surfshark VPN, for being awesome, and now let's get on to the video at hand. Now, a brief run through of the current bounties. Luffy currently at 1.5 billion, Zoro at 320 million, Nami currently at 66 million, Usopp currently at 200 million, Sanji currently at 330 million, Chopper 100. Oh my god, so kawaii, so ooh.
Why you bullying me?
Robin at 130 million, Franky at 94 million, Brook at 83 million, and finally Jinbe at 438 million berry. Now, first of all, I want to get to the people that I think are going to have the lowest bounty raises. And for me, I see it as 3 people. Brook, Usopp, and Chopper. Oh my god. Chopper is easy, all right? He has the best merchandise feats out of any One Piece character. He's the merch master. So his bounty has to reflect the actual sticker price tag on his toys. That's a fact.
You're goddamn right.
So this dude, 500 berry maximum. That's it, we're done. Now, Usopp, he's my boy, no doubt about that. But in this arc, he didn't do much. He might get some credit for defeating Ulti and Page 1 maybe. So Page 1's bounty was actually 290 million. Ulti was 400 million. So I can see his bounty being 300 million, at least higher than Page 1's bounty. Maybe, here's a stretch here, maybe 400 million plus if CP0 took Usopp's words to heart in 1024 when he was, quote, knocking out people with Conqueror's Haki and defeated Page 1 and Ulti. Usohachi, the sibling hunter. Imagine that. His actual wanted poster name changed from God to sibling hunter. So so if CP0 took that seriously, there's a chance here to where his bounty is 400 million plus. However, I think not the case for the most part, because Usopp fanboys, we're ready, man. Elbaf is going to be dumb. It's going to be emotional. It's going to be epic. And Usopp is going to catapult into deep space. Not the stratosphere, deep space. His bounty after Elbaf, 1 billion plus. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. That's easy. So once again, Usopp, I'm going to say 300 million, somewhere around there. Now, Brook, B-number giant. Okay, fine, cool. Did assist Robin against Black Maria. Fair enough, fine. And also ran away from CP0 for a bit as well. So I'm going to double his bounty, or a little bit more than that, for his overall bounty raise. So when I ballpark it, 200 million for Brook, and that's really it. But that's still a hefty bounty increase without a doubt. Now for the more heavy-hitting bounties. Nami, correct. Nami, I think, is going to have a very good rise. I'd actually say that she's going to be very close to Usopp, but still behind Usopp slightly. Because she will, I think, take most of the credit for defeating Ulti. And also, I think, from a story perspective here, it's like a delayed bounty increase because she's gotten 2 buffs. One in Zoe with a new climb attack, and the one here in this arc with Zeus. So I believe that her current bounty is going to reflect that. So Nami, I would say, has a bounty probably around 260 million, with probably a 200 million berry floor. I was thinking that Oda could actually make a pun with maybe Zeus's name for the actual number bounty itself, but that's not my forte. But keep in mind that many of the One Piece bounties are based on puns, and Oda loves his puns. Now after Nami is gonna be Franky. Franky's time for greatness is nigh. At the end of Dressrosa, Franky was super upset that Usopp got a higher bounty than he did. And now I think it's time for Franky to show up Usopp. So he beat Sasaki clean, like squeaky clean. And I think it's fair to give Franky at least a 450 million berry bounty because Sasaki's bounty was 472 million berries. And honestly, you can even argue that Franky at 500 mil, 500 mil is fair. Because again, that was a very clean fight when he beat Sasaki. Very clean. Now, outside of, let's say, puns for, let's say, his exact bounty number. So let's say a pun on hentai, or a pun on cola, or a pun on Iron Pirate, something like that. There could be the case here where the actual number bounty, let's say if it's lower than Sasaki, but still the 400 millions, it could be 436 million or 437 million. That was a chapter where Franky had completed the Sunny Go. And 437 is a chapter where he actually officially joins the Straw Hat crew. Yes. So if Franky, once again, is going to be lower than Sasaki, but still in the 400 millions, 436 million or 437 million, I think are actually very, very, very good options, without a doubt. And that same concept I'm going to apply to Jinbe, First Son of the Sea, because Jinbe beat Who's Who pretty clean as well. And Who's Who had a bounty of 546 million berry. That exact chapter number in One Piece is titled Fishman Pirate Captain Jinbe, Warlord of the Sea. It's the same chapter during Impel Down when it actually throws Mr. One, Crocodile, and Buggy onto a marine ship to capture that ship so they can escape Impel Down. So in this case, I'm gonna be hella confident here. I'm gonna be hella confident. I'm putting me on the table. It is what it is, I don't care, all right? I'm gonna say that Jinbe is gonna have an exact bounty of 863 million berries. Mark it down. 863 million berry bounty for Jinbe. Why that number? Because that is the same chapter where Jinbe withstood Big Mom's sole pocus, laid down the sake cup, and officially quit the Big Mom pirates to join Luffy's crew. Yes, the sake cup chapter is Jinbe's next bounty number, 863. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It is what is there. But I'm putting it on the table. And on a side note too, because Who's Who was a major target of the CP0 agents to kill when they were on Onigashima, so that could also maybe bolster Jinbe's upcoming new bounty as well. Now Robin, for her bounty, I'm going to say by default, she's going to be higher than Franky, but lower than Jinbe. Now I know a lot of folks preach the, she can read the ancient language, therefore her bounty is 1 billion, 2 billion. No. My answer to that is no. I think for the most part that the market has already priced in her threat level. So let's not go to the stratosphere at that one. She already had a bounty at 79 million berry when she was a young child, off the rip, just by knowing that language. It's actually higher than Kaido's first bounty that we see in 1049. Yes, that's crazy. So I think it's already been priced in when it comes to her threat level. Because the biggest thing with her skills is not just reading the ancient language, it's telling people that are powerful, that are allies, about that knowledge and what they could do with that knowledge. Robin herself, I mean, we see the Gorosei are confident in CP0 agents taking down and capturing Robin. What? No. That's not worthy, I'd argue, of a bounty that is comparable to Luffy's bounty. So at this point in time, I can see Robin having a bounty that is higher than Black Maria's bounty, which for her was 480 million. So Robin can actually be at 500 plus million, especially if Franky is also at 500 million. Yes. Now, my boys, the Monster Trio, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji. First, Zoro and Sanji. Those two both be guys that are over 1.3 billion berries. Queen at 1.32 and King at 1.39 billion berries. So it only makes sense that their bounty should be over those guys, but this does depend on Luffy's bounty in a roundabout way, which I'll get to real soon. Now, the reason why I'm doing Zoro and Sanji together is because in this arc, Oda had established the idea of the wings of the king. Jafar, do it right, dog.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Hey, yo, I'm looking at you. Jafar, my editor, stop. Do it right. You're an editor. You're supposed to be non-biased.
I am not.
Non-biased, okay? Thank you. Oda has established the idea of the wings of the King of Pirates. Therefore, their bounties should be relatively close to each other. So let's say if Zoro is 1.4 bill, then Sanji is actually at 1.4 bill or 1.39, something like that. At least for the time being, because the idea was established in this arc. It's all for the purpose of maintaining the rivalry and the tropes and having these two guys bickering non-stop at each other. Like, for example, in 959, where Sanji dunks on Zoro for having a higher bounty. The bickering must continue forever and always, and the bounties should probably reflect that. What also has to happen, 100%, is that Sanji must get pissed off at his own wanted poster for some reason. I think for this case, Oda will probably have his bounty read Vinsmoke Stealth Black Sanji, and potentially even have the main image of the poster change to him wearing the raid suit. Sanji would absolutely detest that, especially when he destroyed the raid suit, at least for the time being. And then on Zoro's case, I definitely do wonder if his bounty is going to be affected by him defeating a Lunarian. Recall this, just getting a tip-off about King the Wildfire equaled 100 mil. Just the tip. Whoa. And Zoro took way more than that.
Pause.
Oh, let me stop. So, Zoro defeating King the Wildfire may have actually altered his bounty in some unique way. Maybe. Like an only alive. Or an only dead. Something like that. They may feel, the world government may feel, I should say, that Zoro might know things that he shouldn't know. That'd be kind of dope. No lie. And then finally, the man, the myth, the legend, Monkey Luffy. I think 100% that he is not going to get a bounty higher than Kaido's bounty, which is 4,611,100,000. No, because that kind of bounty is like literally endgame, I am the king of the pirates bounty. We're not there yet. There's still a ways to go. That's the first thing. The second thing, obviously, Kid and Law are going to take a nice chunk of the credit of Luffy's victory. That's what happened in Dressrosa with Law and Luffy. Now you have Kid, Law, and Luffy. Yeah, a lot of that credit is going to be shed upon those two guys as well. And then even still, go even deeper, is the fact that Luffy doesn't have, at least well known, any military might. Officially, it's not yet known that he has a grand fleet. It's rumors that we see spread in chapter 903 after Whole Cake Island, but it's not confirmed yet. Yonko is known for having, at least for the most part, they have substantial military might, and even still, territory. And Luffy has 0 territory across the entire New World. There are some places like Fisherman Island, like Dressrosa, that support him, but no actual official claim to territory. Even Shanks has territory. Even Shanks has outside dudes like Rockstar that meet up with other Yonko for business, stuff like that. Luffy has none of that. Even compared to Shanks, who, by comparison to Big Mom and to Kaido, has a relatively tight-knit crew. So Luffy has to have these kind of things put into the forefront. And for the time being, because there's none of that stuff, he beat Kaido, true, but he actually lacks the world-changing force that Kaido or Big Mom has. Therefore, I'm going to say he has a bounty of 3.25 billion. The idea I actually got from the tier 3 guys who are on Twitch, where there's actually a pun that you can make with Sunny Go. So, San 3, Ni 2, Go 5. Sunny Go. So that'd be kind of cool. Honest to God, that would be really cool. But there's even a chance where Luffy's bounty gets suppressed even more. Not into the 3s, but into the 2s. That's right. And the idea here would be, of course, Blackbeard's bounty. His bounty is at 2,247,600,000. There's no way that Oda is going to have Luffy have a higher bounty than Blackbeard. Of course, I mean for the immediate future. I say no way, because I don't see it. Because it kind of kills, in a way, the underdog motif. So if Blackbeard is still at 2.2 billion, then Luffy can't be higher than Blackbeard, I'd argue. Unless Blackbeard is also getting a bounty increase as well. Oh! We know that Mr. All Day Every Day was on the move to beat the Marines to something in chapter 956, and it's been some time since then. So if Blackbeard's bounty increases to, let's say, another pun, which would be Yami, so 4,200,000,000, something like that. Again, tier 3 guys, shoutouts. Huh? Hold up, wait a minute. If Blackbeard's bounty is in the 4s, then Luffy, I think, is now allowed to be in the 3s. Yes. But if Blackbeard's in the same spot that he was last time, then Luffy, I think, will be suppressed to the 2s, like the very, very low 2s, like 2.09 something. Maybe make a pun on Nika, so Ni being 2 and then go from there. which also would suppress the bounties of Sanji and Zoro, because those two brothers would, I think by default, then be lower than the bounties of King the Wildfire and Queen the Plague. Zoro's 1 billion, and Sanji's gonna be like 999 million, some nonsense like that. So once again, Luffy's bounty, I think, does give or take away some space from the other tribe bounties, depending on where he's going to be. And again, I'd argue that depends also on where Blackbeard is going to be, without a doubt. So, that is my take for the Straw Hat bounties. Where do you stand particularly with the Straw Hat bounties? Let me know in the comment section down below. And, of course, I have not forgotten about my girl, Yamato. Yamato's bounty, if she joins the crew, I'm kind of dead set on her having Ace's old bounty of 550 mil. Correctamundo. Now, would that mean that Jinbe is also higher than her in bounty-wise? Yes, but I'm cool with that. Over the course of time, she may get higher than Jinbe. Maybe, it's possible. But I think it would be so dope, so symbolic, and so heartwarming if she was the third, because Sal was second, obviously, but if she was the third, is